Hey there, YouTube, it's Jobber here. I want to do a deck profile on the Stellar Knight deck that I got done winning the VIP YCS Anaheim Qualifier. So that happened last weekend, and how you win that tournament is basically you enter into it like a normal tournament. You pay $12 to enter. The top 8 draft. They draft Battle Pack 3, and the winner of the draft, after the whole thing's set and done, first place wins a VIP paper that I've basically filled out that you go down to the YCS, and I have my entry fee paid for. I'm pre-registered, so I get the 5 booster packs plus the promo card. You get a 2-round buy, and you get your own special table that you never leave for the entire event. It's bordered off, and that's it. You just go to that same table so if I win all my games, lose all my games, I'll be going to that same exact table all day long. So yeah, that was really nice, and this is what got me to top 8, and then I'll show you guys my draft deck. All right, so we played pretty much some generic Stellar Knight monsters here. It was nothing, a couple of vague. And I did play the one Honest. Inch was helping me out with my deck. He wasn't super excited about me playing it, but I did anyway, and I loved it, and actually won me quite a few games. For the spell cards, we ran Double Pot of Avarice, 3 Upstart Goblin for the draw power. The reason why is because you run a pretty low monster count, as you saw, and you just need to be able to get to them. I understand that most of the time you will open with a monster, but if you don't, you'll lose, and these will help you get to them. Raigeki, Soul Charge, double Mystical Space Typhoon, and 3 Reinforce of the Army, which pretty much searches you everything but Honest. For the trap cards, we ran 1 Compulsory, 1 Solemn Warning, 3 Vanity's Emptiness, 3 Call the Haunted, best card in the deck by far, 2 Dimensional Prison, 2 Wiretap, double Breakthrough Skill, and 3 of their counter trap card, which is super awesome as well. We're going to move over to the side deck now, and the side deck was 1 Thunder King, a double Flying Sea for like Medolches, Burning Abyss, whatnot. You know, it's actually a really good card. Mind Control did really well against Yugioh, Dark Hole, same kind of thing. Also the mirror matches. 2 Double Chain Disappearance, Burning Abyss, the mirror match right here with Pulling the Rugs. I started against Yugioh because he's running the Augur build. Did 3 Shadow Mirror, 2 Trap Stun, and 1 Soul Drain. And for the extra deck, we have the 3 level 4. That's the only one that they had at that time. Now I know we have a little bit more support, so we're doing some changes to the deck. 103, Degasto Emerald, 1 of Zenmanes, because Stygian Dirge was a thing, and they were flipping it against me a lot, so I would just overlay for this, crash another monster, then blow it up if I wanted to, or just blow up a card next to it. Most of the time it doesn't really matter if you don't really need to always overlay, so, you know, it opened up plays, it was nice. Evil Sworn, Exciton Knight, Gaga Cowboy, Tsukiyomi here, basically you just discard a card from your hand, and then you draw 2 cards, so it was nice. This guy right here has won me a couple of games. You just deattach 2 XYZ materials to it. Decrease the attack of a face-up monster your opponent controls to 0, and then you can just attack over it for full damage. And if this guy gets destroyed, you draw a card. It also negates the effect of the monster you're attacking over, so that's kind of nice. Castel, Black Ship of Corn, Rhapsody, remove cards from their graveyard from play, and then you can equip to 2 on XYZ and it gains 1200 attack. So that was actually really nice. Abyss Dweller, 101. Consider Omega, and I was borrowing an M7, so I don't have it. So basically, you go Omega, and then you can use its effect or whatever if you need to. Then you overlay it for Omega, and then you can't use it the turn you overlay it, but next turn you can just deattach, and it's a compulsory. And he's 2700 too, so he's pretty boss. For the draft cards, I actually got this thing handed to me as the last card, and I decided to keep it because it was actually pretty nice when they would attack over just to get an easy draw. So that was cool. Also in a draft, they count types as anything. So if you control, like, let's say, like, if you control a psychic type monster and you control another type of psychic type monster, you can use a certain effect. Well, if you control like a dragon and a psychic type monster, it's the same thing. It just types are all the same. So it made it really nice and easy to and original to be able to draft. It was really fun. So these are basically the monsters that I was using. There was there we go for an example. This one right here says, while you control a reptile type monster, he'll have piercing when you attack over a monster. So all you gotta do is have any monster at all. So I have him on the field from turn before. I can just summon him and he'll have piercing, so attack into defense, and I was winning games because of that. It's really nice. So let's see. There's a couple of combos here. Yeah, like this one right here. You can decrease their attack to 0 if you control a beast type. So you can control anything. You can control him, you summon him, decrease their attack to 0, and then attack over it. And this one right here, give your monsters 1,000 attack boost. So if you control another type. So if I had anything on the field, Mist Valley Falcon, I could summon him to increase it to 3,000 if I wanted to, or increase himself to 2,200. So that was really cool. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was the first time I ever drafting, so that was it was a lot of fun. I had a little bit of experience with it because I've been playing the game for so long, so you weren't working with a whole lot when you first started. This guy right here, this Blue Thunder, was sweet. So when you destroy a monster by battle, you get a 1,500 attack, 1,500 defense token. So this guy was like super awesome. The Swords of Concealing Light. I think the Swords of Concealing Light and the Mist Valley Falcon are probably one of the best combo pieces you can do in draft. And then the Tree Otter and the Sea Koala, these guys right here, these are some of the best cards you can get in draft by far. They won me a lot of games, so just a heads up. This one right here, because it says you control a Psychic type monster, but basically all you do is control a monster. You can pay 1,000 life points to destroy one spell or trap or a monster. So it's like a super awesome MST Smashing Ground combo. I sided this in, and I drafted this in. It was actually really nice. I won my first round because of it. Made my monsters all 200 boost, and that's all it needed. So he was, drafting very similar cards, but my monsters were bigger than his. And this is pretty much like an Axe of Despair. It gives your monster 1,000 boost. This puts them all into defense position, which actually helped me out a lot. Plus, with that piercing monster, I was able to put them in defense and then attack over it and deal damage. Shadow Spell, which was actually really nice, and decreased their attack by 700. And it can attack or change its battle position. Zero Gravity, change positions of all monsters. Dark Bribe, I never saw, so I can't tell you. Kunai with Chain actually won me the entire tournament. This card is awesome. So it's like a trap card version of almost like Pokemon. It doesn't flip it face down, puts it in defense, and they lose 500 attack. You can use both effects, so it's super awesome. And then I did a 3 Mirror Wall. So when they try to attack me, they can flip over the Mirror Wall, decrease their attack in half, and then they just crash into me. So it's kind of like a shrink, but it does all their monsters, so it's really cool. One Call the Haunted. This card right here, you basically call a type, so you can call Dragon or whatever, and then this comes out as a token. It's an 1,800 attack token with 1,000 defense, so that was really sweet. I was just sneaking that damage, and I was actually won one game because of it. The five side deck cards, because it's 40 cards, and then you have the 5 side deck, basically the cards that people just handed down to me that I didn't end up using in the actual main. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching YouTube. If you have any questions at all on the deck or drafting or anything at all, post a comment below. Check out the link below to my Facebook group. I just made that not that long ago. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm signing off.